I don't know of a token as sweet as this tiny ring, one that knows how romantic our ancestors used to be. It's just as old as a memory book from the long ago, and it's just as new as the kiss you give to me. Take this ring and make this ring a lovely dream come true. With this ring I bring my love to you. Wear this ring and share this ring through happiness and tears, something to unite us through the years. It's just a bond to keep us both together, a magic wand that turns the storm to sunny weather. Take this ring and may it bring most everything we've planned. I have placed my heart upon your hand.
Next we present your favorite trio, the tune-twisting Tune Twisters.
In the spring, a young man's fancy lightly turns to thoughts of love, 'cause love is the greatest, the oldest and the latest thing. Love is king of everything. Let's fall in love. Let's make the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Love makes the world go dizzy. Let's be as dizzy as the rest. The Russians and the Prussians and the Africans and such. Love makes the world go round. Love keeps the devil busy.
Uh-oh, get a load of that.
Let's keep it busy as the rest. The Portuguese and Japanese and Pennsylvania Dutch. Love's the thing in warm Brazil, the king in frozen no. That's the reason Garbo says it ain't
Looks like a command performance.
Love brings the night and day. Love makes your heart start to pound. Whoa. Let's make the world go round and round and round and round.
Danny O'Day now sings a song entitled 24 Hours a Day.
Why doesn't he get up there? Why doesn't he hurry?
No, don't hurry him, dear. He's reading a note.
Yes, probably from some silly girl.
Now, you see, he's there in plenty of time.
In a rusty, dusty antique shop just the other day, I picked up a music box and it started into play. It played the same thing over, some quaint old melody, but the fact that it only played one tune is what appealed to me. Like a little old-fashioned music box with just one tune to play, my heart keeps singing, I love you, 24 hours a day. Like a little old-fashioned music box that skips a note or two, my heart keeps missing a heartbeat, singing its song about you. And although the song we know is old, it's still the sweetest story ever told. By a little old-fashioned music box with just one tune to play, my heart keeps singing, I love you, 24 hours a day.
You have been listening to the program of Maison Island, the house of music.
Good rehearsal, wasn't it?
Oh, splendid. I want to tell Mr. O'Day what I think.
Listen, Danny. Why don't you use your head for something beside a hat rack? You can't get over that theater and back before your broadcast. Man of war couldn't do it.
I've got 40 minutes. That's plenty of time.
All right, then. I'll put it another way. Mrs. Allen came down here again just to see you. And if you take a run out on her, she's going to put the blast on you to that sap husband of hers. I've had sponsor trouble before. And as your manager...
It's my manager. Why don't you manage Mrs. Allen?
Well, I'll tell you why not.
Listen, boys, there's one pal with two others. Watch your step. And Danny, Madam Allen is after you, and how?
What did I tell you?
Quiet.
Can you imagine? Little Joe High School takes a chance on making an enemy of his sponsor's wife just to get another squint at a ballet dancer.
What dancer?
Delphine.
Yeah, she's been here all week. He's seen her every performance. And he still can't work up enough nerve to get acquainted.
But tonight's her last appearance and my last chance to see her. So I'll see you two boys later.
Oh, Mr. O'Day. Oh, there you are. It's just in time. You must come right out with us and have a little bite before the broadcast.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Allen, but I never eat just before I sing.
Well, then, you must come along anyway, just to give us the pleasure of your company. We won't take no for an answer.
Oh, but I'm afraid you'll have to. You see, I've an appointment, and I must hurry if I want to get back in time for the broadcast. So, if you'll excuse me.
Horace, did you hear that? Why, I've never been so insulted in my life.
Well, what do you want to bother with him for, anyhow?
Good evening, Mrs. Allen. Good evening, Mr. Allen.
How do you do?
Good evening, Mr. Forbes.
Will you see if Mr. Kemp is in, please?
I'll tell you exactly what for. I want to give him a good earful of what I really think of him. The favorite tenor of the American woman. Why, his voice has no appeal whatsoever.
Don't be foolish. Our reports show
Reports? I'm reporting, and I'm a woman. Now, take Larry Forbes. There's a man with real appeal. Mr. Forbes.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Allen and I are just going out for a bite to eat. Won't you join us?
I should love to, very much.
Oh, how nice of you. We love having you. It's been
Thank
a
you very
great
much.
pleasure.
accident, eh? We'll explain that to the judge.
Doc, you missed the excitement.
What happened?
A man tried to steal my bag, and who do you suppose stopped him?
Mickey Mouse.
No, you're so fresh I won't tell you.
I don't care. Who was it?
Danny O'Day, my radio crush.
How do you know?
Well, I recognize him from his photographs.
Check your hats, please.
There's your favorite radio singer.
Would you think he'd be ashamed to show his face in public?
Hey, where do you think you're going? Oh, Jack. Why don't you come to the supper room, boys? We got a swell crowd in there.
Thanks, Jack, but I don't feel very much like it.
Oh, don't let this thing get you down, Pelly. I know just how you feel. I've been on the floor myself a couple of times. Now you'll find out who your real pals are.
Well, thanks, Jack.
But they're trying to frame him, Jack. Have you read all the stories? Oh, that'll all blow over. Let me give you a tip, Danny. Never try to lick a policeman or a Marine. See you later, boys.
It's a great life, Jerry. Well, here are the tickets for the Normandy. You can turn them in, tear them up, or do anything you want with them.
What are you talking about? We're going on that mid-ocean broadcast. I've got Lyman working on Old Man Allen, and he's going to radio us just as soon as he softens the old man up.
It's no use, Jerry. I'm not sailing.
5 weeks I booked for you. 5 weeks.
5 more weeks. After 40 weeks tour? No, I can't do it. I'm not a machine. You're selfish, you're greedy, or you'd never even suggest such a thing.
But I've already signed the contract. My honor is at stake. My honor.
Yeah, your honor and your percentage.
It was the same thing when I finished my tour last year. And the year before. No rest. Nothing but work. I'm worn out. I can't go on.
You forget I have a contract with you. I sue you.
Get out!
We'll see.
That old buzzard will sue you, too.
Well, let him. We're going to Europe. Call the porter and find out what boat sails tomorrow.
Hooray! I'm practically seasick already.
I'm sorry we're going away for one reason.
Yeah, I know. Your Irish minstrel boy.
Doc, you're positively psychic.
Did you get a good look at him? What is he like?
He's thoroughly charming. I wish I were going to get a chance to meet him.
I wish you were, too. Maybe he's not the right guy for you. But gee, honey, I wish a swell romance would come along and sit in your lap. You deserve it.
Maybe it will someday.
Not if you're kept busy 24 hours a day with your career.
My career, as you call it, is all your fault.
What do you mean?
When I came to America and could hardly speak English, you got me my first job in the chorus. And if you had made me stick to my ballet lessons, I'd still be doing that 1, 2, 3 kick.
Hello? Who? Oh, it's Greasy Grisato, the old tomato.
Good heavens.
Get yourself ready. I'll stall it. Have Mr. Grisato wait downstairs just a few minutes. How are we going to get this stuff past the old wolf?
The back entrance, silly.
She said keep me waiting, yes? She tries monkey business, you know?
Yes, no.
You are funny. Well, maybe I'm funny, too. This man will take her to jail. Then we will all laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, you wouldn't put her in jail.
Unless I can see her right now.
You can see her right now. Come on, you better hurry. Well, see you later.
Where you go, huh?
Out to buy some corned beef to go with that cabbage.
trip was a grand idea.
Honey, why stand on ceremony? We can be properly introduced later.
Here comes Grisato, duck.
There she is. That's a horn. Come on.
What you acting so nervous for? You got hands?
Listen, on any of your nights off, did you ever clip a sucker with a Van Dyke beard? Here he comes, and he's headed straight for you. Keep your trap shut. Let me do all the worrying.
Aha! So you think you can cross the double me, huh? You don't think I know you with that blonde wig?
Stop that. Who are you anyhow? Public idiot number one?
Do your duty.
Miss Dolly Financo.
Miss who? Give that back.
Madam, you can't do that.
Madam, eh? Miss to you.
You cannot escape the law, my smart Delphine.
I'm not Delphine anybody. Here, take a gander at this.
You don't sound like Delphine. Now I think you don't look like Delphine. You are not Delphine.
All right. Now suppose you take a powder.
No. I must go. The boat leaves. But where is Delphine?
Why don't you try the lost and found department?
Oui, monsieur, je vous en prie, quittez le bateau. Je vous en prie, venez avec moi.
But I tell you, she must be right here on this boat.
You can't save the papers until you get the right place.
I very seldom.
You can't save the papers until you get the right place. Go away!
I wonder what that was all about.
Look at Grisato.
Isn't he furious?
Come on down to your cabin. I've got an idea that may mean important money.
What's there about this picture that makes any difference in my life?
You are about to find out. Hello, beauty parlor.
The what?
This is B23. Send up a hairdresser right away. There's a decided blonde here who's getting undecided.
Say, what are you trying to do to me?
I'm going to fix you so your own mother wouldn't recognize you, even if she wanted to.
Now you leave my mother out of this.
It's a pleasure. Come here. Now shut your eyes. I want you to meet the famous Russian ballerina, Delphine. Ta-da!
Well, for goodness sakes. I think I like being a blonde better.
Yes, you would. Now, you'll have to use a little Russian accent.
You mean like I used to imitate that guy who owned the Russian restaurant I worked in?
Yeah, that's swell. Only I understand Delphine is somewhat of a lady, so you'll have to change your act a bit.
Listen, I can be a lady if the company calls for it.
Yeah? Company's calling for it right now. Come on, give.
Now what do I do?
You get into your best bib and tucker and walk around those decks until you wear a groove in them.
Are you going to be with me?
We better not be seen together, but I'll be right behind you. If anyone speaks to you, just play dumb until you get a chance to report to me.
Will I tell him I'm Delphine?
Just stall. If anyone asks you if you're Delphine, deny it, but make them think you're lying. Now get a wiggle on.
Wait a minute. Slip us a kiss first, will you? High blood pressure? Gee, I'm a sap about you.
Uh-huh. Well, what of it? Even if we don't get you on the broadcast, this ocean trip will do you a world of good.
I hate ocean trips.
Would you still like to get off and go back to New York?
I certainly would. And if I were a better swimmer, I'd be overboard in a minute.
Well, boy, you're going overboard in less than a minute. Look who's here. Oh.
I love ocean trips.
I knew you would.
Jerry, old boy, don't get too lonesome. Abyssinia.
I don't believe you.
I beg your pardon. May I introduce myself, Miss Delphine?
There must be some mistake. My name is Maisie Marshall.
Oh, I see. You're traveling under a different name so that people won't annoy you.
This is the second time I've been accused of being Delphine. What do you know about her?
All I know about her is that she's the greatest ballet dancer in the world. And the most charming girl I've ever seen.
I wish I were Delphine if people hand her compliments like that all the time. Dad, wake up.
What's the matter?
There's a girl back there who looks exactly like me. And who do you suppose is making a big fuss over her?
Can I have 3 guesses? The 4 Marx brothers.
Danny O'Day. He thinks she's me, and she's letting him think it.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to get right out of this silly makeup and upset her apple cart.
Pardon me. Do either one of you young ladies know Delphine, the dancer?
No, never heard of her.
No, indeed.
Well, she's on this boat, and I'm going to find her.
Can they put you in jail on a boat?
Yeah, they put you in andirons or something.
It looks like her apple cart won't be upset after all.
Yeah.
And I'm doomed to spend the entire trip as Martha Gray, school teacher.
Some fun.
My daddy makes the grandest mint juleps you surely ought to taste. If he wasn't with that detective, I'd speak to him.
You have another?
No, thanks. Some other time. Come on, Jerry.
I'll be right with you as soon as I get my change.
See you later, Mr. Harrington.
Now is my chance. Oh, I beg your pardon. Aren't you Mr. Danny O'Day, the famous radio singer?
Yes, I'm Danny O'Day.
Oh, I've always so wanted to meet you, Mr. O'Day. Would you do a favor for a small-town school teacher and give me your autograph?
Oh, I'd be glad to.
Oh, here's a franc for you, Frank.
Oh, sir. I understand you're a big mug manufacturer from Pottsville. May I please have your autograph?
Why, yes, certainly. To my charming friend. What's your moniker?
My name is Dorothy Frost.
Looks like a cold winter.
My friends call me Dottie.
They should.
Oh, Mr. Day, you don't know how happy...
Martha Gray. There you are.
Yeah. Keep that right side up in a cool place, and it'll be worth a lot of dough to you someday.
Thanks very much.
Nice to have seen you, Miss Gray.
Thank you.
Father always told me never to leave with my right.
Come on, Jerry.
No, not me. I'm going to have another drink after that. Right. Come on.
How far do you think you're going to get with him in that getup?
I don't know, but I can have a lot of fun finding out.
War. The horrors and sorrows of war. Why should we fight? What can we win? War. No more war. War. What are we fighting for?
All right, I give up. What's all the shooting for?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm afraid I've disturbed you.
I get so carried away with my subject.
You're opposed to war.
Definitely. I'm for universal peace.
Me too. I'm strictly a
You mean a non-combatant? But there won't be any non-combatants in the next war. Would you want to be shot down by the enemy?
I'd fool him. I'd be the enemy.
Don't mind her. She means well.
Ah, that's about as much thought as most people give to it.
You seem to be terribly interested in the subject of war and peace.
My dear young lady, world peace is the most important thing in my life.
Won't you tell me more about it?
Did you ever see a dream burning?
Did anybody ever hit you on the corner of your head?
What do you say to a swim to cool you off?
Do you drown easily?
Last summer, I swam halfway across the English Channel.
What happened?
I got tired and swam back. Come on. Let's stop off at the bar and have a drink.
All right. Make it my treat. It would be a pleasure to buy you a Michael Finn cocktail.
You're so good to me.
I'm spending a lot of money on a worldwide peace broadcast from Paris, from the Eiffel Tower.
How marvelous.
So you can see it isn't a wildcat scheme that I'm trying to put over. I've made a success of business. Why shouldn't I make a success of peace?
There's no reason. I'm sure you will.
You said you were a school teacher, Miss Gray.
Yes, Mr. Hargrave.
You must know a good deal about verse. Will you do me the favor of reading this and telling me what you think of it?
Do you mind if I take it along with me? I'd like to read it carefully when I'm alone.
I'm delighted.
Oh, Mr. O'Day! Good afternoon.
How do you do, Miss,
Martha Gray.
Oh, of course, Miss Gray.
I'm so excited. I understand you're going to broadcast during the fashion show tomorrow night. Is that so?
Well, it isn't definitely set yet.
Well, I hope you do.
If I do, I'll arrange for you to sit in the front row. How's that?
Oh, Mr. O'Day, you're being so wonderful to me.
This program comes to you from the SS Normandy in mid-ocean. The program of May Saint-Helene aboard the SS Normandy includes a fashion show extraordinary. A bevy of beautiful girls are passing in review, displaying the latest styles, not only in furs, but in complete apparel for milady, from shoes to chapeau.
Oh, hello.
Oh, is this how you get your liquid voice?
Won't you join me?
No, thanks.
How about tomorrow night? Are you going to the costume ball with me?
Oh, it's such a lot of trouble getting a costume and everything. Why don't you take somebody else?
Just for one reason. I'd rather take you.
Well, I'll let you know tomorrow. Aren't you coming down to sing?
No, I'm not singing. Here's the reason.
Well, tell me about it tomorrow. I've got to run along now. See you later, perhaps. Mr. Day, aren't you broadcasting?
No, it couldn't be arranged. Won't you sit down and have a little drink to my misfortune?
I'll have a small dry sherry, please.
I'll take another scotch.
You mean you aren't going to sing at all? What happened, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, here, this will explain it. It'll be a good show without me, so you'd better not miss it.
The program doesn't interest me unless you're on it.
Oh, you're very kind.
I mean that. Here's to better luck next time.
Thank you.
Why is Mr. Allen so determined to keep you off the air?
Oh, I got in some trouble. It's a long story.
My one real use in life is that people can pour out their troubles to me. Wouldn't you like to pour?
Well, you've asked for it. Papers made a big story out of it, and Alan fired me. And that's that.
And it was all on account of this Delphine person?
She's worth it.
But does she know it was all her fault?
It wasn't anyone's fault. Anyhow, I don't want her sympathy. I want her to like me. And apparently she doesn't.
Are you sure?
Why, she's right here on the boat. She's had plenty of opportunity to show me.
Isn't that lovely?
Sounds kind of silly, but I wrote it for Delphine.
Sing it just for me.
All right.
The rustle of the night wind sighing in your hair, the blanket made of old leaves flying through the air, is bliss beyond compare, is more than I can bear. But as I speak to you of words endearing, I find the lovely picture disappearing. When morning comes, life is restless and real again, and in my heart there's an ache that I feel again. For I have seen enchantment go away. Am I on a ship of dreams as a stowaway? When evening comes, every moment brings cheer to me. When evening comes, your caress is so dear to me. I'm so content with you so near to me, but everything is gone when morning comes.
I didn't know you wrote songs, too.
Well, I'm not so hot on lyrics, but I have hopes for my tunes.
That gives me an idea. It may lead to a lot of things. Here is a poem that would make a great song if it had the right tune. Do you think you could fix it?
Well, I could either fix it or fix it so no one else could fix it.
Hey, Bob boy, this is my party here. Give them anything they want.
Say, this is not bad at all.
Hey, honey, some music. Hey, young fella, play some of those old tunes. Let's all get together and harmonize.
Oh, no, play something jazzy, something hot.
Well, give the little lady anything she wants. Come on, honey. Send a drink right over to you.
I'll be back.
He thinks I work here. Come on, let's sneak out and go someplace where it's quiet.
You mean you're going to work on this tonight?
I certainly am. That's it. Well, I'll be... Thought you went to bed hours ago. Well, it's finished. I think we've done a fairly good job. I'll play it for you tomorrow. I mean today. And now you're going to bed and finish that big slumber number you've been working on. You know, I've a hunch you'd be a very pretty girl. If you did something about your hair, got rid of those old granny
Oh, no,
specs.
please. I'd be absolutely lost without them.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
Thanks so much for working. I know the song is perfect. I'll see you after lunch.
You bet.
J'arrangerai cela.
Tiens, c'est Hargrave. Here's another message for you. Will you please read it back so that I'm sure you're getting it straight?
Edgar F. Evans, Paris. Sir Reginald taken care of. Get after Beauchesne and Martinelli. Stop. The Molinov, biggest problem, but plan practically set. Keep working quietly. Hargrave. This is code?
That doesn't matter. The man at the other end understands it. Will you please send it immediately?
Très bien.
J'arrangerai cela aussi.
Thank you so much, my boy.
Swell, Danny.
You suppose he'd sing it on my broadcast?
You know, I'm very emotional. Music does something to me. I knew a cornet player once. Nobody else liked him. But gee, I thought he was swell. Couldn't play that cornet. Oh.
Come on, Doc.
So long, Danny. You've got what it takes.
Goodbye, girl.
Talk to him.
You know, I think I'll go as a Spanish dancer.
I think you'll look funny.
Little boy blue.
Look who's getting all dolled up.
Oh, mademoiselle, cette costume est très charmant pour vous.
Yeah? Well, I like it anyway.
Shall I send it to your cabin?
No, wrap it up. I'll take it with me.
Very well, mademoiselle.
Try and remember what that dress looks like, will you? I've got a grand idea. If I can rent one just like it, I'm going to the ball tonight.
That's the spirit. Now you're talking.
Come in.
Pretty?
Well. Say, what do you suppose has happened to us? Right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, we've fallen into a gold mine.
How come?
I just saw Delphine at the purser's office, and she's got a big fat letter of credit, nearly 10 grand.
So what?
So we're going to get it.
We can't cash it.
You could, if we got our hooks on our passport, too.
But how? Do we hit her on the head with a club?
Just continue giving your brain a layoff. I'll work something out. Will you let me do all the worrying?
Why don't you get a new gag? Do you really like my dress?
Mm-hmm. You look like Josephine.
Oh, yeah? Josephine who?
Oh.
Let's not dance anymore. I don't feel so good.
Oh. Maybe if we took a little walk around the deck, you might feel better.
Not right now. I want to go to my stateroom and get a headache powder.
Let me go with you.
No, I'd rather you wouldn't. I'll be back in 10 minutes. She mustn't see me. Now I'm going to have 10 minutes of happiness.
Did you change your mind?
That's always a woman's privilege. Let's not stay here. Let's take a stroll around the deck.
Fine.
But honey, I'm only telling you what Henry VIII said.
It's in the bag. The two girls are at the ball, and Delphine is dressed exactly like you. I don't know what her idea is, but it's certainly perfect for us. Now, you get down to her stateroom right now and have the stuff.
Oh, yeah? Suppose the door's locked.
Well, get someone to open it. They'll think you're her. Haven't you any imagination?
I must have to stick around with you.
I guess I'll never be able to understand you. A few minutes ago, you were as cold as ice. But now, you're the Delphine I always thought you were.
Do you think the moon looks better from the top deck?
But at least we'll be much nearer to it.
Stewardess! Oh, stewardess, I dropped my keys somewhere on the dance floor. I would like to get into my stateroom, please.
Mais certainement, mademoiselle. Mademoiselle s'amuse?
No, thank you. Oh, this must be where they have the marionette shows for the children. Isn't it sweet?
It's open. Let's go in and take a look.
Oh, look. The marionettes are dressed exactly as we are.
Do you believe in fate?
Why, yes.
I do, too.
Let's see how they work. Oh, look. They're controlled from up there.
After all, so are we. Just like marionettes. I wonder if he's as happy as I am.
I wonder if he really loves her.
I wonder if she loves him.
I'm sure she does. I think he ought to sing her a song.
Let's see. What would a marionette sing about?
About a marionette.
Of course.
Are we to be marionettes tied to a slender string and led about by an unseen hand? Or are we two human beings who can laugh and dream and sing with hearts that can really understand? Let me hold you near, let me call you dear, let me whisper a phrase so tender. Just give me a part of your lovely heart, make this a sweet surrender. In the golden light of a moon-filled night, it's a setting of breathless splendor. With you here with me, it's just meant to be a moment of sweet surrender. Oh, look at the skies and know the meaning of bliss.
minute. I want to talk to you.
Tomorrow, in Paris.
Oh, but why not now?
For reasons? Tomorrow, in Paris.
But just a minute.
Well, any luck?
From now on, if you want any dirty work done, do it yourself.
She couldn't boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we are, my little ocean home. A sailor's life. A sailor's life. A sailor's life for me.
Me too.
Hiya, palsy-wowsy. How's that old croner?
We're visiting. We're visiting everybody.
Hey, will you get out of here and let me get some sleep for the love of Mike?
Love of Mike. Radio singer.
That's him.
Mike. Microphone.
Comical.
Swell sense of humor.
You said it.
Hey, you know what time it is?
Daylight saving time.
Oh, listen, will you kindly get...
All right. Unconscious. Hit it.
The evening's been delightful and we've all decided rightfully it's 6 a.m. and we had better roam. We're not tidy enough to fall out, but before you ask us all out, we had best put on our wraps and toddle home. Everything has been so classy, from hors d'oeuvres to demitasse. Seems that everything you give possesses tone. If you coax us all to linger, we might drink another stingery and then put on our wraps and toddle home.
What? You are out of scotch and rye? All your champagne's gone? Oh dear, the party's getting dry. We must be toddling on. We're
So
happy
to
have
stop,
in
we're
enchanted
to
have
drop
in
for
such
hospitality.
we've
Never
known.
But
We
can
see
you're
getting
drowsy,
and
you're
parties
getting
lousy.
so
we'll
all
put
on
our
wraps
and
toddle
home.
So we'll all put on our wraps and toddle.
You're swell, kid.
Me too.
Ouch! Get out of here before I murder you!
We know when we're not wanted.
Can't take it, eh, what? Hey, come on, snap out of it. We're landing in an hour. Come in.
Hello.
Hello. Aha, that famous song and dance team. Well, how do you feel about it this morning? Ready? Give. 1, 2. I get it. Now you're a dog act.
Come on, get your coat. Let's get through with this passport routine before the mob gets there. If I have to stand in line, they'll carry me off on a stretcher.
Hey, where's the little school teacher?
Oh, she's up helping old man Hargrave copy the song. She'll come along when she's finished.
Have you seen Delphine?
No, it's only my hangover makes me look so sick.
Hey, you. You want to play piggyback?
Sure I would.
Oh, no.
Some nerve.
You're strong, too. Pensez-vous qu'il a un complice?
Mais oui, je crois qu'il a un complice.
Nous allons voir.
C'est ici.
Ah oui.
Come in. What is it?
Prenez les papiers.
Well, they're personal. They're confidential.
I presume so. Your name, please.
Why,
This lady is,
You do not speak, please. Your name.
Delphine?
You are known as Martha Gray.
Yes,
Your passport.
of course. That's very easy to explain. I wanted to rest. If everybody knew I was Delphine the dancer, my passport is gone. I left it right here.
C'est assez. Come, mademoiselle. Allons.
Well, can't I leave a message for my friend?
No, there is no time. Allons.
Well, I don't understand. Well, what is it all about?
But you must allow me to get in touch with my associates.
You will be permitted to speak at the proper time, monsieur.
Gee, I wonder what they got pinched for.
I don't know, but it certainly makes everything just dandy for us.
Mademoiselle, if you turn just a bit, please. That's it.
Turn this way, please.
Will Mademoiselle dance in Paris?
Dance? Oh, I can't possibly dance.
No. She's all worn out. Long tour. I'm afraid she couldn't possibly think of it.
Tiens, mademoiselle Delphine. Enchanté de faire votre connaissance.
Who's that?
That's Monsieur Rowland.
Enchanté, vous vous portez bien. Vous allez faire un succès
Just a moment.
fou à Paris. Elle va faire un succès fou.
Please, just a minute. Please.
Et quoi?
I am Delphine's manager. And I'm very sorry to say that I don't speak any French. Would you mind sticking to English so that I can follow what's going on?
Ah, so, then it is with you that I speak the business for mademoiselle?
Well, that depends on what kind of business you mean.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça, monsieur? You do not know me, who I am?
No.
I am Monsieur Rowland, manager of the opera. I've never had the good fortune of meeting mademoiselle until just now.
Monsieur Rosen.
Hein?
Un moment, s'il vous plaît.
Vous voyez, ils sont très intéressés. Vous allez voir ça.
Listen, what are you cooking up now?
It's all cooked. You are going to dance at the opera.
You know I can't dance.
You can't? Ah, relax. And will you please let me...
Do all the worrying. Blah.
Listen, Danny, that Delphine's got plenty other fish to fry. She's been all over the papers. You've been around to her hotel twice. She won't see you. Can't you take a hint?
That's just what I am taking.
I wouldn't mind you moaning about your lost love if you'd only make it a good loud moan. I'm all broken up over losing my little sparring partner, and I don't care who knows it. For 2 cents, I'd howl like a dog. That's the way to have grief, not moping around like a dead mackerel.
Say, do you realize since we've been in town we haven't seen anybody we saw on the boat? Why, you think at least Hargrave would show up.
He told us he had to work this thing out very quietly. He warned us there are a lot of people opposed to peace and willing to go the limit to protect their own pocketbooks. That's why he's had to keep this whole thing under his hat. But you mind your own problem. If you don't knock him cold tonight, I'll give you the gong myself.
Say, can't you tell me something about these people? Now, it must be important news or you wouldn't be holding them here. And getting important news is my business.
It is an affair of state. We believe them to be communists and dangerous agitators.
Voilà votre dîner. Please ask the commandant to come and see me, if only for a moment. This is an outrage.
I've got to get out of here immediately. It's of the utmost importance. I'll pay any amount.
Well, if you won't talk, do you mind if I stay here and listen to your radio?
Tu peux rester.
I want to listen to the peace broadcast.
Peace broadcast? I did not hear anything about that.
No, it's been put over very quietly. Why, even we can't find out who's behind it. But it's the greatest thing of its kind that ever happened.
At this time, you will hear a worldwide peace program coming to you from the Eiffel Tower.
Ah, bonsoir, Jean, bonsoir. Et surtout, sois à l'heure demain matin, n'est-ce pas? Je veux mon café au lait, n'est-ce pas?
But I got to. You see, my friends are up there.
No, mademoiselle. If you're not on the program, you cannot enter.
But it's a matter of life and death.
No admission at all.
Oh, Mr. Rodeo, will you please hold yourself in readiness? The Belgian speaker's on now, and your song is next.
How's it going?
We've had speeches in every language but English. Telegrams, cables from all over the world. It's very gratifying. But I wonder where Mr. Hargraves can be.
Haven't you heard from him either?
Not a word. And he's to make the appeal for universal peace in English.
Danny's song ought to take care of that.
It must. It's our only way of reaching the English-speaking audience.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
I hope I can justify my part.
Oh, you'll be swell.
But it's really up to you, my boy.
You see, the success or failure of this whole thing is up to you. Danny boy, what a chance.
Pourquoi vous not permitting moi entry? Les hamas francaise sans tous police, oui?
Ah oui? Vous pensez? You like Frenchmen?
View cup. I'm crazy about them.
Ah, you know many Frenchmen?
No, but I'd certainly like to.
Alors, you want to know me? Perhaps? Peut-être?
You said it, you old potato.
Ah, what do you do tonight, after this?
Ah, yourself. What do you mean?
Avec une bonne bouteille de vin, je vous raconterai une petite histoire épatante, ma petite.
How you do talk. All right. I'll have a drink with you later, if you'll let me come inside and wait for you.
Mais certainement, avec plaisir, mademoiselle. Ah! Oh, ma barbe! Elle m'a attaché la barbe! Oh, c'est une petite ragasse-là qui m'a attaché la barbe!
Jerry!
Doc, what a help you are. Not a word out of you. Where have you been?
I've been trying to find you. I missed the boat train. Oh, never mind about me. It's Delphine. She disappeared on the boat. I've been going crazy.
Delphine disappeared? Why, you must be crazy. She's stopping at the Creon, and she's dancing at the opera tonight.
That's not Delphine.
What?
That's a phony. That's Maisie. She looks like Delphine, and she's swindling everybody.
Not Delphine? Then who is it?
My friend, Martha Gray. That was just a disguise, except the night we went to the costume ball.
You mean the girl? The girl that...
That kissed you? Yes.
Well, come on, let's go. We gotta find her.
But Danny, you've got the broadcast.
Hurry, you're on the air.
Come on, boy. Bust them wide open.
I sing a song and I put my heart in my singing. I bring a song and peace is the message I'm bringing. Why should the street hear the tramp, tramp of marching feet, stamping the beat of millions of men? They're marching to war, what is it for? Though victory comes with the sound of the pipe and drums, sounding the call to colors again, what good can it do when it is through? May the nations live as neighbors when their daily labor's done over the sea in harmony. May we have as our great motto, one for all and all for one, make the world free for you and for me. Beneath God's blue sky, let us live, love, and laugh and die, never to go to battle again. May war ever cease, let us have peace.
Would you repeat all the horror and grief, the death and destruction that passes belief? What anguish, affliction, and sorrow it's made, this thing they call war and its mad cavalcade.
Rebels are going to war, war, war. What are we fighting for?
Again we are back in those hideous trenches, filth and vermin and horrible stenches, poisonous gases corrupting the air, shot and shell flying everywhere. Watch out for that hand grenade! Down in that dugout! Man the machine guns! Don't stick your mug out! Rat-a-tat-tat! Bombs are exploding! Rat-a-tat-tat! And in reloading! Over the top! Over the top! Who'll be a hero? Over the top! What does it matter if your life is lost? What does it matter if you pay the cost? Paying the cost with a life that God gave, ending it all in an untimely grave.
War, rebels are going to war.
And so our worldwide plea for international goodwill comes to a close. This program was made possible by the sole efforts of that great humanitarian and pacifist, James Prentice Hargrave.
Hargrave?
Mr. Hargrave.
That's the man you're holding here, isn't it? Hargrave.
Hargrave?
We are greatly concerned.
The American millionaire responsible for this radio broadcast. Hargrave. I knew it.
Nous devons aller les voir et lui demander...
Come on, don't talk so much. Get him on.
Détachez cette barbe. Hé, mademoiselle! Mademoiselle! Venez m'enlever la barbe! Venez m'enlever la barbe!
I'm awfully sorry, but that's what you get for having all that spinach.
Spinach! 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 I will give you spinach!
And now, perhaps you would like to pay me the rest of the money for Delphine's performance.
But, monsieur, I have already advanced you 50,000 francs. And according to the contract, the balance is to be paid after the performance.
Yes, that's right. But I thought because of the confusion after the performance, Delphine and I will be in a hurry to leave, that you'd just as soon pay me now.
I am sorry, monsieur. Not until after the performance.
All right. That guy Roseanne smells a rat as big as an elephant. He won't give me another penny. Put on your costume.
Costume? I'm getting out of here.
Will you shut up? You get on your costume. You're going through with it. And when you get out there on the stage, I'll tell you what to do. Now go on.
We want to see the manager. It's absolutely important to him.
Je ne comprends pas.
Le manager.
Oui. Le manager. La directoire.
Le directeur?
Ah! We're in!
Impossible. Après la représentation. We're out.
Let's go out front and watch the show.
Yes, this will be something worth watching.
Elle est ravissante. Apportez un tout tabouret tout de suite, allez. From here, mademoiselle, you could see the ballet. It is time for you to go on. Huh?
All right. But I don't feel so good.
Huh?
Something I had for dinner, I guess.
Dinner before you dance?
Oh, I didn't have much. Just lobster and cucumber salad and ice cream.
Lobster? Cucumber and ice cream? Oh là 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 là, mais...
You got me in a swell spot.
You're doing great, my fine feather-brained friend.
Oh, monsieur, c'est une erreur terrible. Cette demoiselle me dit qu'elle est mademoiselle Delphine.
Mais mon ami, vous vous trompez, mademoiselle Delphine. Je viens de la quitter, elle va danser la Appassionata.
C'est une menteuse. C'est moi la vraie Delphine. C'est moi qui danse la Appassionata.
Qu'est-ce que vous dites, mademoiselle? C'est vous la vraie Delphine? Ah, ça c'est... Magie. Dépêchez-vous, ils ne m'offront pas peur. Allez, emmenez mademoiselle tout de suite. Faites-la Maggie tout de suite.
Will you let me do all the worrying? You do as I tell you. When Roseanne comes back, you pull the feint.
Wait, Delphine!
She's fainted dead away.
So I see.
And she was all ready to go on. Well, what are we going to do?
This is what we are going to do. Arrêtez-les.
Oui, monsieur. The cops!
And when she's finished fainting, take them both to jail.
Très bien, monsieur.
Confessing, how can I reach the moon above? I'm not the type who's effervescing. I'm at a loss for words of love. I can hear music Appassionata, only that slow music Appassionata. Then can my lips begin expressing?
It was an awful thing for me. I had the fight.
Good luck, sister. I must say, I admire your courage. Get it? After all I've been through this week, going to jail's a pleasure.
Mademoiselle, what a magnificent sight, huh? Oh, I almost forgot. Un instant, s'il vous plaît.
Qu'est-ce que ça?
Pardonnez-moi, monsieur. My 50,000 francs.
Hey, that's not all yours.
No. There is also Mademoiselle Delphine's letter of credit and her passport. Merci, monsieur.
Now, I'll let you do all the worrying.
Allez, allez. Venez, tous les deux, venez.
Sauvegarde les poupettes. It is time for you to go on. Allez, dépêchez-vous. Allez, dépêchez-vous, mademoiselle. Bonne chance.
Then
It's Delphine.
Monsieur Roson insisting, mademoiselle.
Oh, how do you do?
You were delightful tonight.
Thank you very much.
Dépêchez-vous.
Ah, mes enfants,
Monsieur, listen, I want to see Delphine.
You cannot see anybody, monsieur.
Oh, I have to see Delphine.
You cannot, I'm very sorry, you cannot see anyone.
Now, listen, nobody's going to stop me this time.
Oh,
Delphine. She's my best girlfriend.
Yes, we've got to go. Oh, the sewer. Pardon me. These people are friends of Delphine's.
Oh, you are friends of Delphine?
Oui, oui.
Monsieur.
We are friends of
Oh, we want to see Delphine.
Oh, no, monsieur, she sees no one.
Oh, she'll see us.
No, monsieur, not
sure
I'm
she will.
sorry.
Ça va bien, mon ami. Ce sont des amis de mademoiselle Delphine. Ils peuvent entrer, naturellement.
Something to unite us through the years. It's just a magic wand that turns a storm to sunny weather. Take this ring and may it bring most everything we planned. I have placed my heart upon your hand.
Monsieur Rosan, how do you say justice of the peace in French?